What's good with y'all, man? You watching AGTV, and on this episode, we're reacting to Agust D. Haegeum. I don't know how to say that. Haegeum, however you say that. You know what I mean? Please excuse me. I do not know how to say that. But I seen this on my timeline. I see people was watching it a lot, and I reacted to him one other time before this. So I was like, why not just sit and react again? Hopefully they enjoy it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I ain't really got too much to say. Let's just get into it. Y'all don't find it awfully odd? It's just a man walking down the street with all these masked men behind him. They look dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just so calm though. He got a baseball bat. Like, what did you come here to do? See that man right there? It always amazes me. As some people amaze me. This man right here, he got up a little bit too calm for me. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say he got up a little bit too calm for me is because this man just walked in looking drunk. He walked in stumbling, fumbling, looking drunk. And then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of people with masks on ran in right behind him. And you were so calm. You didn't panic at all. You didn't even decide to try to make a quick move. You got up like you had a chance. You got up like you had a chance against all these people. You see how calm he got up, like it was no danger in his face, like it was nothing bad about to happen to him. Look at all these men right here that came in looking for you, and you got up like nothing was wrong. Whatever happened to you, you deserve it, cause you're not moving urgently enough for me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And then you got killed with a couple chopsticks. You should have ran. Oh yeah, and by the way, can y'all let me know what Haegeum mean? I have no idea what that means. Damn, he talking about some real stuff right now. He said out with the nonsense. He said freedom of speech. Hold on. He said freedom of expression could be the reason for somebody's death. That's deep. But that's true. That's true. A lot of these celebrities, they'll tell you they scared to say certain stuff. There's a reason for that. He said, do you consider that freedom? This song is simply for freeing what's forbidden. So I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this song because I could tell it's a deeper song and I see the words at the bottom. And I'm gonna try to decipher exactly what he's saying with certain lines because these are very deep lines. Like, I'm about to go back for a second. I'm gonna skip back to this part. Let's keep the timestamp. So right now we at 137. I'm gonna come back to this, so don't panic when I go back. Cause there was one line in there that I saw that caught my attention. If your convictions are reflected in your judgment and speculation. So he said if your convictions are reflected in your judgment and speculation. So your convictions, meaning like, what I think he mean by this is your convictions being like your, kind of like your faults or your, like your vices, like things that's like your flaws basically, is being reflected in your judgment and speculation. Like basically when you say something and when you say you believe something, it's so flawed, like your convictions are being projected through that. I think that's kind of what he's talking about. And exactly what he mean by that specifically, I don't really know. And you believe your freedom is the same level as others. Hey, that's man. I'm telling you, bro. He talking some real stuff right now, though.
이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 이 노래는
He lit though.
올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 쏟아지는 정보들은 상상의 자유들을 금지시킨 가동시에 사상의 통일성을 원해 왜 내 머리 앞에 각종 모이두는 눈을 가리고 이제는 생각에 좌우놓지 범의 각종 논란들은 판단들의 혼란들을 야기시키고 또 쉴 틈 없이 생산되네 과연 너를 금지시킨 건 무엇일까 어쩌면 우리 자신 아닐까
So let me go back. So he said endless influx of information prohibits freedom of imagination. It seeks comfortability in thought and conformity in thought. Of thought, my bad. Can't read today. Endless influx of information prohibits freedom of imagination and seeks conformity of thought. So I just had this conversation with somebody not too long ago where I was saying basically it's so much information out on the internet. It's so many different people putting out different narratives that they believe to be true that I'm not even gonna say kinda, it is very hard to actually find what the truth is. It's been so much information put out there that there's no way to find a real truth unless you dig within to find it yourself and really go to a whole different place mentally, spiritually, and emotionally to find the actual truth. Because you'll never find the real truth online. You wanna know why? Because the same truth that you think you just found, somebody else is giving is combating that truth with a different truth. And that truth sound good too. And then somebody else putting out another truth that makes sense too. So all these different truths are clashing against each other and you never know who's really right. It's too much information out there. Then it say, it prohibits freedom of imagination and seeks conformity of thought. Like I just told you, you got to be able to go within and find your own truth. You got to use your own imagination. It says it prohibits freedom of imagination. When you look for all these different truths online, when you're looking at the news and you trying to find out what the real and the fake is, you can't think about what it is for yourself. It take away your imagination. Your brain is being cut off and limited to only other people's perspectives and thoughts. That's exactly what he's saying right there. And I 1000% agree with that. He said, what's really been restricting us? Maybe it's ourselves. Because you do have the power to turn off your phone. You do got the power to turn off your TV. Hey! Slaves to YouTube. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is that himself or is that somebody else? Because he got that thing on his face. I can't tell. I don't know if that's him or somebody else. But I tell you what, though, I would have never burnt the money. I think that's that person represent his ego right there. But I would have never burnt the money. Like, I know what I just said. Like, sometimes you got to get away from the social media and stuff and cut off your phone, but... And I understand, like, you shouldn't be enslaved to the money either. But I'm not burning no money. I'd rather keep the money in a certain spot and maybe relocate for a few months and not have no money. But I'm not going to actually burn my money. I can't do that. I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't do that. Where he get a gun from? He didn't kill it. I think that represents him killing his ego. He won. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? Good for you. So what I think this represents is he in a cop car because he just killed the person representing his ego. So he's in the cop car, but he hanging out the window because he's free now. So he's getting locked up for killing somebody, but mentally and spiritually and emotionally, he's free. He let go of his ego. I think that's what this represents. See what I'm saying? He made it out the cop car and everything. He free. He killed somebody using them same utensils. That's crazy.
또 다른 해금.
I like that. The message in there was super deep. If you got the knowledge and the brain power to keep up with it and actually understand what he's saying, you gotta appreciate artists like this because he really came and gave us a real message that could really put things in a perspective for you. Even if you already knew this, he reminded you of what you needed to hear once again. Some people get led astray and they on the right path, but then they get moved to another path. And some people need that reminder like I did. Like I'm still enslaved to YouTube. I'm enslaved to a lot of stuff he said. Like I'm not what's the word? I'm not excluded from a lot of the stuff he said. Like I'm still struggling to get past a lot of stuff that's keeping me in a lower state, you know? Cause it's like I'm not perfect, but I do be trying. So I'm happy I did watch this because it did give me a different perspective once again and remind me of the things that I was once taught before to do better in life, you know? So other than that, I ain't really got too much to say, man. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I'm react to next. I'm out.